Hey guys, I am doing parts C and D for question 10 on the November 2010 exam. Now, before I start giving you or showing you how to do the solutions for part C and D, I'm just going to restate the answers for part A and B as they are crucial pieces of information which we need to use to find the answers to part C and D. So the answer to part A, where it asks you the height after 15 minutes, the answer is 101 meters. And the answer to part B, where it asks you the height of point Q after which is after 6 minutes, is 35.55 meters, which is about equal to 36 meters. Okay, so for part C, they give you an equation which states the relationship between height and time. So the relationship they give is h of t is equal to 50 sine bracket b bracket t minus c bracket plus 51. And the question for part C asks us to find the values of b and c. So what we're going to do is we're going to create two equations that are going to be equal to each other, and isolate the variables, get rid of the c variable in those equations, and find the value of b. And once we're done doing that, we're going to take the value of b and plug it back into one of the equations and find the value of c. So we know the heights at two distinct times, and we're going to plug those values in. So the first equation, the height is at 15 minutes is 101 meters. So it's going to be 101 is equal to 50 sine b 15 minus c plus 51. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the 51 over and onto this side. So 101 minus 51 is 50 is equal to 50 sine b 15 minus c. Okay. We're going to do two steps in the next equation, or in the next line. First thing we're going to do is we're going to divide both sides by 50, giving you the value of 1. And we're going to expand what's inside the bracket. So 1 is equal to sine 15b minus bc. We're going to inverse sine the 1 on one side and on the other side. When you inverse sine that, it gives you a value of 1. And when you inverse sine 1, you get, so I'll write it out. Sine negative 1 of 1 is equal to 15b minus bc. Sine negative 1 of 1 is pi over 2 equals 15b minus bc. Okay. And so 0 is equal to 15b minus bc. So this is your first equation. Alright. So I'm going to use a different color pen here. The next equation we're going to do is we're going to plug in the second value. So the b value, or the answer we got in b, into the equation. So for this one, equation number 2, the equation is going to be, so the height was 36 is equal to 50 sine b, the time was 6, minus c, close bracket, plus 51. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the 51 over to one side, like before, so it would be minus 15 is equal to 50 sine, and we're going to expand the bracket, so 6b minus bc. Okay, next we're going to do is we're going to divide both sides by 50. So it'll be negative 15 over 50 is equal to sine 6b minus bc. So this is equal to negative 0.3 is equal to sine 6b minus bc. As with before, we're going to sine -1 both sides. So sine -1 negative 0.3 is equal to 6b minus bc. This gives us an answer of approximately negative 0.30. It's equal to 6b minus bc. And we're going to bring it over to the other side to make it equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 6b minus bc plus 0.30. This is your second equation. Okay? So what do we notice? We notice that 15b minus bc minus pi over 2 is equal to, that's your first equation, 6b minus bc plus 0.30. Okay, so where do we go from here? What we want to do is we want to isolate all the variables, and we want to get rid of the BCs. So we notice right off the bat that if you add 1 BC to this side, plus BC minus BC gives you 0. So that's the first step. So 15b minus 6b is equal to minus bc plus bc plus 0.30 plus pi over 2. So let's write that out again here. So 15b minus 6b is equal to negative bc plus bc plus 0.3 plus pi over 2. So 15 minus 6 gives you 9b. These two cancel each other out, so both BC's cancel themselves out. And 0.3 plus pi over 2 gives you 1.8755. So if you divide both sides by 9, so b is equal to 1.8755 over 9. B gives you a value of approximately 0.21, or if you want a more accurate answer, which is the one that we're going to use in the next part, it's 0.208. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this value back into one of the equations. So I'm just going to use a different color pen to illustrate this. So the equation we're going to plug it into is this one. So negative 0.30 is equal to 6b minus bc. So negative 0.30 is equal to 0.208 minus 0.208 C. So this then becomes negative 0.30 is equal to 1.248 minus 0.208 C. We're going to bring the 1.248 to the other side, so it's going to end up being negative 1.548 is equal to negative 0.208 C. Divide both sides by negative 0.208, and you get C as having a value of approximately 6 7.44. So your answer for this question, B has a value of 0.208, and it's always the three significant figures. And C, and so it's approximately that, and C is approximately 7.44. So this is your answer for part C. Now, for part D, it asks, hence find the value of T the first time the seat is 96 meters above the ground. So what we're going to do here is we're going to plug in these values into the equation. So the equation once again is h of t is equal to 50 sine b t minus c. That's correct. Plus 51. So the height it gives is 96 meters. You're trying to find the value of t. So 96 is equal to 50 sine. We know the value of b is 0.208. T minus value of c is 7.44. Close bracket, plus 51. Okay. Whoops, went on to the other page. Okay, so we're going to bring the 51 over to this side. So 45 is equal to 50 sine, expand the bracket, 0.208 t minus 1.5475. Close bracket. Divide both sides by 50. So 0.9 is equal to sine 0.208 t minus 1.5475. We're going to inverse sine both sides. So sine -1, 0.9 is equal to sine 0.208 t minus 1.5475. Sine -1 of 0.9 is 1.12 is equal to 0.208 t minus 1.5475. The sign should actually not be there. So bring this over. Add the two, so 2.667 is equal to 0.208 t. And divide both sides by 0.208, and you get t as being approximately 12.82. And since it's the three significant figures, you would say that t is approximately equal to 12.8 minutes. Alright, and so the answer for D would be this.